You be around it, see.
Thank
You
you.
be around it.
I'm around death. I'm around death. I see it all the time.
You see it all the time.
You right. Boy, that's the spirit right there. That brother on fire back there today, bro. Richardson is on fire. All praises for him. But like he made some good point. I see death a lot. I see a lot. I see what the body looks like. Went to one last night where a man was hit by a car. All mangled up. I mean, couldn't even move his arm. I mean, the arms are broken all over him. Bones sticking out from up under the arm. You see what I'm saying? He hollering, boy, he just tore all up. Young man. Born in 1983. Trying to get to the liquor store. You know, if you're going to cross the street at a walk or crosswalk, that's where they got the crosswalk. Y'all make sure y'all spread that. Cross at a crosswalk. Too many of our brothers and sisters are getting hit. Getting shot, man. I see all this stuff, man. But it's scary. It's very, very scary, man. I think about that. That's why and I'm glad you said that, Brother Richardson. I guess that's why a lot of these Hebrews out here put out a lot of false doctrine. Because they're not really thinking. They don't see death like I see it. And it's coming. I'll say a lot of bad stuff. Burn up people. Burn up victims. Grabbing people from being burned up, man. And just like fried chicken. Skin just slides. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that, face burn, blow brains out, all kinds of stuff. And can you imagine, man, what the punishment gonna be when the Most High come and you just won't do right?
You don't fear.
You don't fear him.
You don't fear. You say you believe, but you don't fear.
But you don't fear. Like the elder say, you don't
love
fear.
everybody.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna love you in your sin.
He sure won't. Teach him. It's the truth. He ain't gonna love you with that. I mean, I don't get it, man. Why would a brother would even teach wrong? It's best to teach everything in this book. Do it. What's gonna be your punishment for absolutely doing what he say do? And he come back and say, well, I changed. Well, you didn't have to. You missed a couple of things because Esau took some stuff out, so you didn't have to do that. What's the punishment? Ain't no punishment for it. Well, what's going to be the punishment for it when he said you're supposed to have did this and you didn't do it? Verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. How do you think they fall into the hands of the living God? We quoting scriptures. Being disobedient. Won't do what the Most High say do. Alright? We're going to get some precepts. Oh, what you got, sir?
Look where it say, it say, the living God.
Of the living God.
So there's no other living God.
I'm trying to tell you. And even Christ tells you that.
Look at Hebrews 12 and 5.
All right. Go ahead there, Elder. I'll read it for you. The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 5. And you have forgotten the exhortation.
No.
Oh. What do you say?
12. Luke.
Oh, Luke 12.
Luke 12 and
Oh.
5. I thought you said.
I did too, yeah, okay.
I might have said it.
Okay. Let me get there. The other one wants to go to Luke chapter 12,
Verse 5.
verse 5. Luke chapter 12, verse 5. But I will forewarn you, whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he hath killed, hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him.
Fear him.
This is Christ speaking now. And I see on Facebook a lot, man, and like something bad happened or whatever to somebody, and the first thing one of these sisters will type up there is what? Jesus! Jesus, 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 Jesus. Call on the name of Jesus, 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 Jesus. But the Son of the Most High says what? In verse 5. He said, but I will forewarn you, whom ye shall fear. Fear him. He talking about fear my Father, which after he had killed, hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. He telling you a lot in this scripture right here. Right here, he tells you he killed too. In other words, you can't leave this earth until the Most High says, till he stamped. Satan can do whatever he wants. That was proven in the book of Job. He told him, man, you do whatever you want to, but you can't take his life. You can't leave him until the Most High says, now you die. That's what he tells you right here in this verse, in verse 5. But I will forewarn you, whom you shall fear, fear him, which after he had killed, after you don't die, he got power to cast into hell. I say to you, fear him. Go ahead, bro.
Sirach chapter 15, verse 19 through 20.
Sirach 15, verse 19 and 20.
Sirach chapter 15, verse 19. And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
What was that again?
Sirach chapter 15, verse 19 through 20.
I need my real glasses today. I was in 16. I was like, where you from? Verse 15, chapter 15, verse 19 and 20. Read that again.
Sirach chapter 15, verse 19. And his eyes are upon them that fear him.
So his eyes are upon us because we fear him. How do we fear him? Because we keep the commandment. Feast day, we doing it all. We fear him. Read.
And he knoweth every work of man.
So he knoweth our work. Read.
He hath commanded no man to do
He
wickedly,
sure didn't.
neither hath he given any man license to sin.
Ooh, that's powerful. What you got, bro?
But I thought the book wasn't spiritually inspired. The lies they tell.
There's the lies that they tell, brother. The lies that they tell. All right, we're just going to hit a few precepts on the Sabbath lesson. The Sabbath lesson. And do you all know that the Sabbath is also the first feast day? Did you know that? Who all knew that? Everybody knew that?
I think you mentioned that before.
All right.
What's the scripture that?
It proves that it's the first feast day? Huh? We're going to get it, but it's in Leviticus 23. But I want to start off with Exodus 31 first. Starting at verse 12, read down to verse 18. One. Exodus 31, starting at verse 12 down to verse 18. Y'all should already have this.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Who spoke?
The Lord spake unto Moses.
No, Moses spoke.
The Lord spake unto Moses,
All right.
saying, Speak thou unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep.
Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep. That's very important.
For it is a sign
Mm-hmm.
between me
Mhm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
throughout your generations.
No, just until Christ comes.
Throughout your generations.
The Roman Church can change it.
Throughout your generations.
Constantine can put his stamp on it.
Throughout your generations.
Throughout your generations.
That ye may know that I am the Lord that doeth sanctify you.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you.
No, it's just a regular day.
For it is holy unto
He
you.
says it's holy unto you, meaning you should keep it holy. Read.
Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
How can you defile the Sabbath? Give me a precept show. How can you defile it? How can you defile the Sabbath? How can you defile the Sabbath? I got a strong brother that told them, don't you do this no more. Because if you do, I'm going to lay hands on you. Nehemiah. We Nehemiah. Chapter 13. Nehemiah, chapter 13. Starting at verse 15. I just want to go and get to the point with you. When you have time, just read the whole chapter.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 15.
15 all the way down to 22.
In those days saw I in Judah some trading wine presses on the Sabbath.
See, there they were busy doing stuff on the Sabbath, working on the Sabbath. That's a job.
And bringing in sheaves
Mm-hmm.
and lading asses,
Mm-hmm.
as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens,
And all manner of burdens on the Sabbath.
which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day.
Mm-hmm.
And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals.
So they were doing all kinds of stuff, man. Working on the Sabbath, selling stuff on the Sabbath, buying and all that crap on the Sabbath. And he told them about it, right?
There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish
Mm-hmm.
and all manner of ware,
Mm-hmm.
and sold on the Sabbath
See there?
unto the children of Judah
Mm-hmm.
and in Jerusalem.
And see, they do a lot of that. They're doing the same thing these days, the present day too. If you notice, man, you look into it, they like to move around neighborhoods and they sell all kinds of stuff on the Sabbath day. The hair stores open on the Sabbath day. Chinese food open on the Sabbath day. All kinds of crap open on the Sabbath day. But notice, on the heathen Sabbath day, they close.
Clothes.
The ones that come in our community, man. They come in our neighborhood. Just take a look. A lot of times, man, we still got those European glasses on we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Take them off and look. The house still be closed. Fish market be closed because they know we like to buy and eat fish. But on the Lord's Sabbath day, they want to stay open all day. Read on.
Then I contended
Mm-hmm.
with the nobles of Judah
Mm-hmm.
and said unto them,
Okay.
what evil thing is this that ye do and profane the Sabbath day?
So you had some guys that was in leadership in Judah that was profaning the Sabbath day, and Nehemiah went to them. That's what we're supposed to do. Hey man, what you doing? Hey man, you know better. Read on.
Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us
Mm-hmm.
and upon this city?
Mm-hmm.
Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the
So
Sabbath.
you bring them more wrath by profaning the Sabbath.
And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath,
Mm-hmm.
I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath.
Start right now. And see, you got some guys that like to pick at this verse. They'll pick at this verse. They'll say, I commanded that. Read that, start at verse 19 again. Watch this.
Verse 19. And it came to pass
Mm-hmm.
that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark
Okay, so they're saying like, okay, when it began to be dark,
before the Sabbath,
before the Sabbath. So a lot of them like to say, oh, see, though, that would be before the Sabbath.
I commanded that the gates should be shut.
But see, Nehemiah still commanded that these gates be shut before the Sabbath day. But this is the beginning of the Sabbath that night. See, they'll try to take this and pickpocket. Well, the Sabbath don't start until the daylight of the next day. Nah. If that was so, he would have never shut those gates down that night before. That night before the day comes. You know you can't do anything in the night. Shut it down now. The Sabbath starts now. Read.
And charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath.
To after the Sabbath, to when the night falls again.
And some of my servants set I at the gates,
Mm-hmm.
that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day.
So no burden should be brought in on the Sabbath day, because he know that next day they could see how to bring stuff in. They come in and set up their little fish markets and set up their little booths and different things like that right there. You can see, you can't see how to do all that stuff at nighttime. They want to wait until the morning time to do all that stuff. So that's why he sat there till when? That Sabbath day. So really early when it first started getting daylight. Read.
So the merchants
Mm-hmm.
and the sellers
And the sellers.
of all kinds
Mhm.
of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice.
They did it once or twice.
Then I testified against
They
them
got on their behind.
and said unto them,
Mm-hmm.
Why lodge ye about the wall?
Okay, why you keep standing over here by the wall trying to get ready to sell my people some more stuff? You know they gonna buy. Man, we got a good deal on this gold watch. Brother Jose, come on get it, man. I'll let you now tomorrow night it's gonna be $200. But if you get it today, you can get it for 15. See, they came with old stuff like that. That's how they do it. Put sales and stuff like that, man. Started on Friday evening sales. Y'all ain't never paid attention to that, right? Mm-hmm. Read on.
If ye do so again,
This is my favorite part.
I will lay hands on you.
Try Jesus, don't try me. Ain't that what that song say? I throw hands. Read that again, Elder.
If ye do so again,
Mm-hmm.
I will lay hands on you.
I like that. See, our people was no joke back then. There was no punks back then. See, right now you got a whole lot of sisters, punks, weak men in Israel. Huh?
They come from that love. You gotta love everybody.
That's where they come from. They come from that love everybody doctrine. They come from that Christianity doctrine. Christianity. I'm glad I said it wrong.
That's how the
Yeah.
inclusiveness snuck in too.
Exactly. That stuff there is no good, man. It was put here to feminize men, make you feminine. You know what I mean? And the Most High men were strong men, real men. Their mind fighting. You got wrong. Now this a prophet right here talking to you. This ain't he ain't coming to you talking about, hey, look at him, man.
Let me talk to you.
Let me can I have a word with you? Now you know that ain't right. Just don't please try not to do that. But what did Nehemiah say to him? Read it strong, Elder. What he said?
I will, if ye do so again,
Mm-hmm.
I will lay hands on you.
We gonna fight.
From that time forth
Mm-hmm.
came they no more on the Sabbath.
See, they took him serious, cause he came serious. That's the only way people gonna do it. They gonna take us serious. We got to be men with this thing. We can't be sweet with this thing. We got to be men. Oh, down with this dude. Man, we ain't gonna get nowhere like that. If I had came to them and said, hey, bro, please don't sell no more on the Sabbath. Man, you think they would have came back the next day? They probably would have kicked me in the behind. Cause oh yeah, he weak.
Probably wouldn't have left.
No, it probably would even left.
What you talking about?
Probably would even left. Man, that joke ain't no real problem, man. He ain't serious. Can't take him serious. So when we in this, we got to be serious. We got to be strong, man. Read.
And I commanded the Levites
Mm-hmm.
that they should cleanse themselves.
So he went and got on their behind. Hey, man, y'all got to clean yourselves up. Hey, come on now.
And that they should come and keep the gates.
That's right.
To sanctify the Sabbath day.
That's right.
Remember me, oh my God, concerning this
So
also,
he told Moses, remember me.
and spare me according to the greatness of thy glory.
All praises for that.
Right.
Let's go back to Deuteronomy. I mean, what was the Exodus? Exodus 31. Did you stop at 14? Yeah.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you.
Unto you.
Everyone that defileth it
Mm-hmm.
shall surely be put to death.
Shall surely be put to death.
For whosoever doeth any work therein,
Mm-hmm.
that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done,
Right.
but in the Sabbath is the Sabbath of the rest,
It's the Sabbath of rest.
holy to the Lord.
Holy to the Most High.
Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day shall surely be put to death.
See, the Most High have to keep on repeating things with us, man. We're some hard-headed people. We don't like to listen. So a lot of times you'll see where the Most High he'll say the same thing over and over. That's how you have to do Israel. You got to keep saying it. Our concentration will just leave. Man, I wonder what they're doing today, man. Oh, but get back on. So the Most High, that's why he bring it back again. So you worried about something else. Man, I wonder what we eat. Stay with the scriptures. Read on, Elder.
Verse 16.
Mhm.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations
Throughout their generations,
for a perpetual covenant.
this is for a perpetual covenant, never-ending covenant.
It is a sign between me
Mm-hmm.
and the children of Israel forever,
Just until Christ comes.
between me and the children of Israel forever,
I can keep Sabbath day any day.
between me and the children of Israel forever.
Mm-hmm.
For in 6 days
Mm-hmm.
the Lord made heaven and earth,
Mm-hmm.
and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed.
Give me verse 18 too. I like this.
Verse 18. And he gave unto Moses,
Who gave it unto Moses?
the Most High,
The Most High.
and he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai,
Mm-hmm.
2 tables of testimony, tables of stone,
Written with Moses' finger.
written with the finger of God.
No, that said written with Moses' finger.
Written with the finger of God.
Aaron went up there and helped them stamp it into those stones.
Written with the finger of
It
God.
was written with the finger of God. Give me Numbers 15. Numbers 15. Verse 32. We read down to verse 36.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 32.
Mhm.
And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness,
Where were they?
they were in the wilderness,
Oh,
they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
so they found a man. See, they was in the wilderness now. They found a man gathering sticks upon the Sabbath day. So this let you know that they were doing what in the wilderness.
They were observing the Sabbath.
They were observing the Sabbath day. This is before they came into the land. Notice the Sabbath is also a what? It's a feast day. So they were observing all these things in the wilderness before they got into the land. So a lot of people like to use Deuteronomy 12 out of context. Well, see, this is only stating, man, that once we got into the land, then you was supposed to, keep up feast days and weren't supposed to go nowhere else because we was in the land. Well, see, we was given this outside of the land, and we started practicing before we got to the kingdom. Y'all understand that? We were practicing this. How you gonna just get to the kingdom and just start doing stuff? Got to practice now. Read that again.
Verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness,
They was in the wilderness.
they found a man that gathered sticks.
So he was working. He probably was chopping logs and stuff like that. Cause there was more to it than just getting that. He probably was chopping logs and chopping sticks and probably making them the right size and stuff like that to fit in his little fire pit or whatever.
Upon the Sabbath day.
It was on the Sabbath day. He should have already had those sticks and stuff cut up.
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses.
Brought him unto
and
Moses and Aaron.
and unto all the congregation. And they put him in war.
See, this is a serious thing. They put him in a makeshift prison, like.
Because it was not declared what should be done to him.
Cause see, they knew he was out of line, but they just didn't know what to do with him. Man, we know this joker don't supposed to be doing no work. We're not supposed to be doing all that. On the Sabbath day, we're supposed to be resting. Read.
And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely verse 35. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death.
Whoa, this man got put to death for gathering sticks. Cause the Most High knew his intention.
All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as the Lord commanded Moses.
So, does this seem like a God you want to play around with?
Nah.
Beautiful.
This man here was gathering sticks on the Sabbath day.
I thought he loved everybody.
Yeah, exactly. The Most High didn't give him another chance. You know what you're supposed to be doing. This man was gathering sticks, cutting logs with the axe, probably. You know what I'm saying? He probably was chopping away. Most High said, put him to death. It's death. We serve a mighty, fierce God. We Deuteronomy 5, y'all. Deuteronomy 5, verse 12 to 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it.
Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, set it apart.
As the Lord thy God hath commanded thee.
He has commanded thee.
6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work.
So y'all had 6 other days to do everything you wanted to do. To rip and run, do this. That's a good God. He gave you 6 days to do everything. Huh? Why be in a hurry on the Sabbath day to do this and do that? He gave you 6 days to do all these things. Read on.
But the seventh day
Mm-hmm.
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
In it thou shalt not do any work,
No word.
thou,
Mm-hmm.
nor thy son,
Mm-hmm.
nor thy daughter,
Thy daughter,
nor thy manservant,
not your manservant.
nor thy maidservant, nor thine ox, nor thine ass, nor any of thy cattle,
Mm-hmm. Even they got a rest.
nor thy stranger that is within thy gates,
Mm-hmm.
that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou.
They got a rest too. Verse 15.
Verse 15. And remember that thou was a servant in the land of Egypt,
Remember that.
and that the Lord thy God brought thee out thence
Mm-hmm.
through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day.
To keep the Sabbath day. From there, give me Isaiah 56. He commanded us to keep this Sabbath day, y'all. We just can't keep it when we want to keep it. We can't keep it how we want to keep it. Y'all understand? We can't keep it how we want to keep it. We got to keep it the way the Most High. He gave us instructions. We must follow those instructions to the T. Isaiah 56, verse 2 through 7. This is what we must do. Keep from polluting the Sabbath.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 2. Blessed is the man that doeth this,
Uh-oh.
and the son of man that laid hold on it,
Mm-hmm.
that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it.
So what's going to happen if you keep the Sabbath and keep from polluting it? You're going to be what? You're
Bless.
going to be blessed. There it is, verse 2. He said, blessed is the man that do this. And the son of man that lay hold on it, that keep the Sabbath from polluting it. So let's not pollute the Sabbath. See, we're in the end days, man. We got to tighten up our screws a little bit, okay? Read on.
And keepeth his hand from doing any evil.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let the son of the stranger
You can let the son of the stranger
that had joined himself to the Lord
mm-hmm.
speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let the eunuch
The eunuch
say, behold, I am a dry tree.
mm-hmm.
For thus said the Lord unto the eunuch that keep my Sabbaths,
Mm-hmm.
and choose the things that please me.
So this pleased the Most